Sajatka, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Sataja. Make a request to get on Sataja. Yeah, Big GT and these clowns. Yeah, the three musketeers. Yeah, we get about three hardcore tethers up out of the UK. We call them the three musketeers, and they're horrible. Sataja, make a request because there you go. I see you. Sataja, hop on in. What's up, Sataja?
Oi, Tariq, how are you?
I'm good, Sataja. How are you?
I am great. I just want to know, what do you think of the how Black Brits are taking over African American roles in Hollywood?
Yeah, that's a lot of people have concerns about that because there's some good British actors. I give credit where credit is due, but I think a lot of the complaints is that it doesn't give the same authenticity. So it's not reaching the same levels of success. If you notice you don't really have any big blockbusters with these British actors playing these roles because it doesn't quite hit the same way. And not to say that they're not good actors, but we see
I
like
understand,
yeah.
and I also want to ask a question for you. Do you think people think you are hateful for this Black American, how you ride so hard about Black Americans?
Do I think they think I'm hateful?
Yes.
Oh, and here's the thing. I don't give a damn. That's the thing. I don't care because they can't say I'm a liar. I'm not lying about anything when I talk about lineage. All I do is talk about our lineage. That's not hate. Why does it have to be hate when we talk about our lineage?
So why don't you ever have your actual face? Like, why is it just a profile picture? Why is
Okay,
it
slow
not?
down. Oh, slow down. Now, because now the questions are all over the place, and now that's a bad faith question. Now, where's your lineage from, ma'am? Because now you get into a bad faith question. Because you don't have your camera on, man. Why don't you have your camera on?
Because I don't want my camera on. I'm from Barbados and also Jamaica.
Okay. Now you're getting into bad faith questions. Now, what issue? You sound like you have an issue. Let's because I don't like all that bad faith stuff. Y'all need to come up the middle and say what the issue you have is. What is your issue you have with us delineating?
I don't have an issue with delineation.
You do,
I have
ma'am.
an
You do.
issue with people thinking that we hate Black Americans. I don't hate Black Americans. I think you all are the reason why we are able to be Black around the world.
Who said y'all hate Black Americans?
I mean, it seems like that's your whole shtick, right?
When have I said that? I've never said that.
Okay. Well, what is your whole thing?
What do you mean, my whole thing? I don't have a thing,
What are you
dear.
trying to do? What is your whole? How are you trying to bring Black people together?
We're more together over here than ever in the United States. We're so on code with each other, it's ridiculous. We've not been
Then
together.
why did then
We
why
have,
did Trump
sweetie,
win?
sweetie,
Then
sweetie,
why did Trump win in the United States?
because a lot of people voted for him. What does that have to do with us being together?
Do you think he rigged the election?
No, he won fair and square.
Okay. Well,
What does that have to do with us though? I don't get it. I don't get the correlation.
I just don't understand why you consistently have these diaspora wars. We're all Black and we're all going to be treated
Diaspora war,
the
diaspora,
same. I
diaspora
just
war,
came back from Japan. I spent 3 weeks in Japan, and you don't. I mean,
diaspora war. Slow down, dear. Slow down. I have to mute you because you keep talking. Don't do that. Don't do that, sweetie, because you say something and then you just keep changing the subject. Don't do that. I'll answer what you need to answer, but I don't like that bad faith thing that y'all do
All
because
right.
you're jumping all over the place because you're frustrated. Now why are you frustrated? Why does this delineation harm you so much? Why do you think it's hurting you?
I don't think it's hurting me. I think it's just that we all need to um, bind together.
We do?
Yes,
How come you're not saying that in Africa? How come there's so many tribes over there in Africa?
I'm not from Africa. I'm from the Caribbean.
Okay, I understand that,
I'm
but
not a bush. I'm not a bush meat eater, like
right.
you say.
Right. But yeah, ma'am, Africa, they're not together there. They got a gazillion tribes over there. And in Barbados, y'all not in Barbados. Y'all get the hell up out of Barbados. The first thing smoking. All right. How long you been over there in the UK?
I've been here for about 25 years.
Right, and you're never going back to Barbados. Y'all escape and never go
Oh,
back.
I go back
I
about every 6 months to
I
visit my
don't believe it.
mum.
I don't believe that. I believe you got a white man up there in Britain, and you are chilling. You
Oh,
are
I hate
chilling.
white men.
I
No,
don't.
I have an Arab.
Same thing. Same thing. Okay, just a white man with a little more must. All right. So that's all that is. Is a white man with some baklava. That's it.
And I also dated a what do you call it? Somebody from Turkey and also from Albania.
Yeah, white men. These are white men, ma'am. It's all white men. You can try to make them sound exotic. These are all white T men, ma'am. It's just different levels. It's just different levels of must. That's it. I was in Turkey not too long ago. Those are white T men. Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
You
indeed.
know what? You know what? Let me tell you something, Tariq. I really love what you're doing for the Black community, especially the Black American community. And I just came on here. I did not think you were going to get
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
but I really enjoy and love what you're doing and for you sticking up for the Black American community because,
Yes.
with these diaspora wars, the Black Americans are the ones that have made inroads and they're the reason why we can sit on here and talk shit.
Right. That's absolutely true. Real talk. Yes, ma'am. All right, but thank you so much, beloved. I appreciate
Yes.
it.
So,
Yes, indeed. Listen, let me tell y'all foreigners something. Yeah, for the Black American, foundational Black Americans, all 49 million of us, I ride heavy. Family, I ride heavy. I have a policy. I do not let any Black American get disrespected at all. The ancestors gave me a mission, family. That's why y'all want to know why I rock so hard? The ancestors gave me a mission. I just got tired of seeing our lineage be constantly disrespected and nobody standing up for us. That's the thing. We would just get disrespected all the time. And with us, we try to have this solidarity mindset. I guess a lot of us didn't want to break the illusion of global Black solidarity and all of that. So we were like, oh, okay, we'll just hold our head down and take it. I don't know why so many of us was doing that shit. I don't know why we just sat there eating all of these insults and the disrespect, and it just went on and on and on. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I just said enough is enough. Yeah, hey, yeah, man, enough is enough. You know what? What the boiling point for me around the whole Black Lives Matter movement, around that movement, that's when Obama was in office. So a lot of the tethers were very emboldened. We were just getting just massively disrespected by these people. We had to go out here try to fight for justice for all of these brothers who were getting unalived, and tethers be out there twerking and doing weird shit and then changing the energy like black immigrant lives matter too. And then they would scam all this money, people raising money for justice for our unalive people. And then these tethers would come finessing and dude, it got way too damn disrespectful for me. It got way too disrespectful. And then what really chapped my ass, the Botham Johns family, when we're fighting for justice, because we're fighting for justice for everybody. If you black, we fighting for justice. And when I saw Botham John, what they did, that family, Botham John, he got unalive down there in Texas. His family's Caribbean. And they did two things that was it for me. Because we were stomping on that Amber Geiger. We were riding heavy on her family, man. We were riding to get charges on her. And man, when they were up in court hugging on that woman, dude, when that happened, they were in court hugging on her. I started calling their lawyers and telling them, hey man, y'all, this bullshit ain't gonna work. Man, we out here risking our lives. We getting visited by the damn FBI bothering us because we riding on all these people. And then y'all don't understand how much that pissed me off. They up there in court hugging on this chick. And we banging on these damn prosecutors and police chiefs and they hugging. And not only that, and she finally got convicted. Then after all of that, family, remember, we were riding. We were out here bailing people out and getting people's charges dropped, and we're out here stomping. Even for Botham John's family, we were trying to make sure that the family got justice and that woman went to jail. Botham John's family got a whole bunch of donations and then opened up a scholarship fund for Caribbeans. Some of y'all might not remember that, but when they opened up a Caribbean scholarship fund, I said, that's what we doing? Really? Okay, all right, okay, okay, all right. Yeah, right there. I said, okay, it's going to be a whole new game plan out here now. It's going to be a whole new game plan. And then again, we start just putting two and two together, and I just saw just the disrespect, and everybody eats off our culture. And then all of these people would go out of their way to differentiate and delineate from us. I start noticing on these award shows, everybody's acting like us, and the minute they get an award, all of a sudden they start shouting out Trinidad and shout out to the Dominican and shout out to Haiti and shout out to Nigeria. Well, okay. These people go out of their way to distance themselves from us. They delineated. Let's get something straight. Don't let them hit you with that we all black. They delineated first. They were delineating first. Whenever they start winning, they start getting arrogant. Like, yeah, look at us, all of our degrees and all our awards. Y'all, black Americans, ain't got no culture. We got a Kenyan president, and I mean, they got real arrogant with the disrespect. They start throwing their flags in our faces, start dictating to us what we need to do. Y'all better vote for immigration. Y'all can't let these Republicans win. Get your ass out here and vote. Y'all don't understand the massive levels of disrespect coming from these folks. And then they would come over and start blogs. Shade Room, Nigerian. Bossip, Nigerian. Madame Noir, Nigerian. World Star, Haitian. Media Takeout, Ugandan. And just put out negative propaganda about us. Yeah, they took our kindness for a weakness. They would put out all this negative propaganda about us. And let me tell you something. When we did the Hidden Colors series, I want y'all to notice something. All of those Tether publications, they never really supported it. They never promoted Hidden Colors like that. Do y'all understand that? Hidden Colors was the biggest thing on the planet Those tether publications didn't promote it like that. I want y'all to go back. They didn't promote it. Not only did they not promote it, many of them would try to denigrate it. The Root, yeah, the Root would denigrate the Hidden Colors series. Some of that Hotep, they would denigrate it. They wouldn't promote it. So we started to see how shisty these people were. They love promoting ratchetness. We promote something positive coming that we engineered as foundational Black Americans, and we're showing love to everybody. They were denigrating it. You understand? And then the tethers would be bootlegging the damn movie. The disrespect got too heavy. Then they get on TV denigrating us. We start seeing all of these people align with the white tea supremacists talking about what about black on black crime. Let me give y'all some names y'all probably forgot. Cats like Coleon Noir. This was one of these tethers who a lot of folks didn't know he was a tether. He would try to pass himself off as being from Texas because he lived in Texas. But he was one of these Second Amendment dudes, and he would always make excuses for white tea people unaliving black folks. Well, I'm black, and I say that black people need to stop fighting and learn how to comply. And I was one of the first people like, wait a minute, this dude, he's Nigerian. Hold on. We start putting two and two together. All of these people would start lining themselves up with these white tea supremacists to denigrate us. What's that one dude who he unalived? He passed away because of AIDS or something. HIV. What's that guy? What was his name? A little short Caribbean Puerto Rican dude from New York who would always denigrate black people. What's that dude? He ended up passing away from the package. He was like Haitian or something, right? Kingface, right? Yeah. Him. So we were going up against these dudes. We had to battle these guys all the time, constantly disrespecting us. Candace Owens, who's Caribbean. We had to deal with her denigrating us all the time. All these people going out of their way to denigrate us. And I said, wait a minute, there's a common denominator with these people. Jamila Lemieux and all these people, these fake feminists, quote unquote feminists, who would denigrate us. The common denominator, all of these people are from immigrant backgrounds. We start putting two and two together. Because we're like, where are these fools from talking all this bullshit? How come they hood ain't got them straight? Because you being a Sambo, usually your hood will get you right. Then we realize, wait a minute, no. These people are not from here. That's why nobody's Tarana Burke, all these people aligning with the white tea supremacists to target us. Roland, Joy Reid, all of these people trying to talk for our community from these foreign backgrounds. We just put two and two together. We said, wait a minute, there's a common denominator here. These are tethers. These people aren't even from our lineage. Luke, yeah, Uncle Luke, all these people talking crazy. Myron. So I said, wait a minute. These people have lineage vitriol towards us. These people come over here from all these other places and make a profit and make a living by denigrating us. And everybody was getting in on it. Dinesh D'Souza, East Indian, who just made a grip writing books denigrating black Americans. And I'm like, we're just getting hit from everywhere. These people calling us cicadas and going out of their way, the Caribbeans. And remember, y'all remember when these people would say they were not black. They tried this bullshit. We all black. Man, family, we remember when y'all would tell us, I ain't black, I'm Nigerian. I ain't black, I'm Jamaican. Y'all would tell us that. We didn't forget. Y'all not going to spin the block and act like we didn't forget. Y'all would tell us you were not black. Y'all would tell us with your whole chest, you were not black. We said, okay, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You would say you were not black, but then you would use your melanin to try to act as spokespersons for us. You would try to sit up here and act like you can speak for us. And everything was denigrating us. And you know what? I said enough is enough. Enough is enough. I started going in. I said, we're gonna clean all this shit up. I took on a zero tolerance policy. The ancestors tapped me on the shoulder and told me to, this is going to have to stop. The ancestors told me to make it stop because y'all were denigrating the ancestors. The ancestors, our people, our families didn't go through what they went through so that a goddamn Myron Gaines can come over here and talk that dumb shit. Do y'all understand? I felt it was disrespectful to our ancestors to let these tethers sit up here and denigrate us and our lineage like that. To sit up here and say we ain't got no culture and we're Jareers and Abids and we are just slaves and no, that's disrespectful to our ancestors. They went through too much to be disrespected like that. Now we go in on the white supremacists. That's mandatory, but for some reason we thought we ain't supposed to go in on the tethers. We're supposed to just kind of keep quiet and let's work it out behind closed doors. Man, damn that. I became the can man. Everybody can get it. Dominican, African, Haitian, Jamaican, all you can get it. I'm the damn can man. You disrespect us, your ass can get it. All of that's getting shut down. I got a policy. If you ain't from the lineage, you better not say nothing about a foundational black American at all. Don't say nothing about nobody in our lineage. Nothing. You cannot be disrespectful around me at all. It's up, all the way up with me. That's why Myron and them guys are so mad at me now, because they were in a room. It was about 10 of them. It was Myron, Sneeko, like a couple of years ago. Y'all remember that infamous space? They were doing a space. All of them damn tether influencers were in there. They were denigrating us. I went in there by myself, and I took on about 10 of them and smacked them around verbally, shut them down. They're mad at me to this day. I embarrassed all of them. They're so mad at me because they didn't have all their little troll points ready. I went in on them and chopped them all up. I don't play with tethers. And I don't give a damn about them getting mad. The lady said, well, do you feel like people think you have? I don't give a shit what you think. You going to show some respect. You going to respect this lineage and everybody in it. You going to respect everybody in it. This lineage helped your ass get over here. You would be eating bush meat, picking damn fleas out your ass if it wasn't for the people of this lineage. You are going to show respect. I don't give a damn how you feel about it. We've done way too much. We've done way too many, because I'm a historian, and knowing the history, I'm telling, when you start knowing all the shit we've done, how much we've helped people, a lot of us don't realize that. Dude, when they were going over in the Congo, when the Belgians were over there slicing off people's hands and shit, well, the Belgians were making the Africans do it to each other, by the way. I'll put it that way. But when the Belgians and Leopold was over there in the Congo doing all that shit, you know who stopped it? Us. It was FBA journalists who went over there and said, oh, hell no. Came back and put it in the black press, and we took it to the international community. We stopped that. Do you understand that? We stopped a lot of the bullshit. Over there in Africa, when they were still selling people in the early 1900s, they were still doing the slave trade over there. Y'all know that? They were still selling, capturing and selling people. They sold some little pygmies to some European traders. They brought them over here in the early 1900s. They brought one dude, I think he was from the Congo somewhere. His name was Oda Banga. I think that's his name. They brought him over here to the U.S. He was a little dude, and they put him in the zoo. They took him to the World Fair, and then they took him up to the Bronx and put him in the damn Bronx Zoo. Y'all look that up. Y'all heard about that, Oda Banga? They took a little African dude and put him in the damn zoo. It was the foundational Black American community who said, hell no. Y'all better get that kid out that damn zoo before we turn up. We were doing that in the 1900s. We made them stop that bullshit. And we took them down to Virginia. Yeah, look that up. Look it up. We did that. Look that story up. FBA community said, no, 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 y'all not doing that. You're going to have no black child in no damn zoo. What is wrong with you? Look up Oda Banga. When Italy was about to invade Ethiopia, foundational Black Americans lined up around the country to go over there and try to volunteer. Our good brother John C. Robinson, who was the precursor to the Tuskegee Airmen, went over there against the U.S. government's will, went over there anyway, taught them how to fly those planes to keep those damn Italians off their backs. It was the foundational Black Americans over here raising money for Ethiopia, sending them medical supplies and gas masks so they wouldn't get gassed by the damn Italians. We were doing that. We were helping them with their independence when they were getting independent nations over there. Ralph Bunche from Detroit was working with the UN to help them get their charters for their independent nations over there. We were doing that. In South Africa, we were stomping to get rid of apartheid. It was Randall Robinson and Charles Ogletree was writing the Constitution. These are FBAs writing the Constitution to get the apartheid regime off them. Our superstar, Stevie Wonder, out here getting arrested so that he can show solidarity with South Africa. We writing songs like What's the Word, Johannesburg, doing all that stomping for South Africa. We've done so much. Even in the 60s, we're doing a lot to help them with their independence. I mean, we've done a lot. We were the ones over here fighting for immigration because they had a zero quota for Africans coming over here. They didn't want y'all coming over here. They didn't want no melanated folks coming over here like that. Hell, even when Garvey came over, they didn't want Caribbeans over here. It was the black folks in Tuskegee who was stomping for that. That's how Garvey got here. The black folks in damn Tuskegee was saying, hey, y'all need to stop them laws with them racial quotas. We did that. Look up what I'm saying, family. And then in the 60s, we said all the laws are going to be equal. All of this stuff with these racial quotas, you're going to erase them, and that includes immigration. That's why immigration started popping off over here after 1965 real heavy. We did that as foundational Black Americans. Our family. You understand? We did that. I'd be damned if a musty goddamn tether comes over here after all our family did to tell us we're lazy Akatas. You better eat a dick. You ain't gonna call us no damn lazy Akatas or anything. You ain't gonna say shit. And you over here because of us. That's what I'm on. I mean, when you know the history, you really like, hell, I'm not playing with these people. I love TikTok Shop, by the way. I love TikTok Shop. Oh, yeah, the Latinos and Asians, they get it too. They get it too. Exactly. They know better. They get checked too. I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. So, yeah, none of these folks, see, the problem is a lot of the Africans and Caribbeans, they come in and try to blend in and then act as representatives of the community. That's the problem. And then they try to misrepresent. And then they try to use their melanin as a weapon against us to get ingratiated with the dominant society. That's the problem. You see, just like the other day, I played that clip of this white T man sitting up here with these women talking about, yeah, I know y'all not FBA, but what y'all feel about reparations as black people? How do you feel about reparations? Well, I don't think that white people should be punished. That's the problem right there. They elevate these tethers and use their melanin to weaponize it against us. And they know what they're doing. That's the problem. Yeah? And you will get called out. They think they're going to shame us for calling them out. You sound hateful for calling you out. Nobody's just waking up hating on a damn tether. We ain't hating on you. You're getting called out because of the janky shit you do. If you do janky stuff, it will get called out. You have nothing to hate on. I'm not. None of us hates on. We don't hate on you. You ain't got nothing to hate on. We're not going to let you continue to undermine us. See, the days of all that undermining, that's done. That's why they're so mad. Because now they can't do none of that little slick shit they've been doing. That's why they're mad. All these bad faith questions, they're mad because you're not doing all that little janky shit no more. You ain't coming in cosplaying. You ain't gonna come in act as our representative. That's why they get mad when we figure out where they're not from here. Like that fool called earlier. I'm from Mississippi. I just lived in Nigeria. Man, if you don't sit down and shut up, just stop it. Just stop. It's over. The game is over. Let's stop it. Now, it's time to just be real now. That shit is over. We see the peppercorn. We smell the must. We see the ashy feet. That's over. Just be who you are. We'll respect it. Just be who you are, and we're going to start there. But we're not, the jig is up. And they're mad because the jig is up. Yeah? If you're going to be mad, be musty mad. Say the Nigerians love claiming Mississippi. Like this dude. My mother is from Mississippi. Not with that accent, fool. Who the hell you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Hell out of here. Man. I mean, he from Mississippi but live in Nigeria. Stop it. All right, let me see who we got. All right, let me get some of the family in here. What's up, brother Ramon? Ramon FBA. Let me see. Paul Thomas. Let's get just random people. I'm getting random people in. What's up? Is Professor Allen in here? Shout out to Professor Allen. All right. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got?
Man, I love Tariq. Oh my God, he sure did.
What's going on, fam?
Man, what's going on, man? I love what you be doing, bro. I
What's it?
swear to God,
Are you
I love what you be doing.
up in the Bay, Paul?
No, I'm by the Bay. I'm up in Stockton.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're Stockton, and boy, they made
Yeah.
that movie Janky Promoters up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. But I be loved, bro. I swear when I first heard him, I was waiting for you to say something about Myron Gaines. And I was like, he ain't even black. And he be
Right.
up on here just, man, Tariq, keep doing what you doing, bro. I
Respect,
love
brother.
you, bro. That's all I want to say.
Respect to you, brother. Yeah, dude. You think, man, it'll be a cold day in hell before I let the Myron Gaines types run around here and not check that ass. There's a whole bunch of them. And let me tell you, these tethers are dangerous, man. Remember, Myron Gaines, and it was another tether I retweeted earlier, if y'all follow me, some tether up in Canada, some Caribbean tether up here supporting Chud. Remember, Myron Gaines and these people are supporting Chud. Chud tried to unalive an FBA man. I want y'all to understand. This is why I don't play with them. I don't play with these people. They're very dangerous. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't give a damn about these people being mad. These people are harmful to my folks. These people will sit here and let us get unalived and help unaliving us. Play with your mama. I ain't playing with you. You don't play with me. I'm not playing with tethers. Yeah, Myron used to work for the federal government. This is what I'm saying. They know who they got when they brought over here. These tethers are dangerous, dude. Yeah? They're dangerous as hell. I'm not playing with them at all. These people have contempt. They want to see us out the paint. That's why I'm like, hey, I'm not going to even be politically correct with this shit. All right, y'all just going to have to be mad at me because I'm not going to have an ethnic genocide. They targeting our people. They're targeting foundational Black Americans. These people are targeting us. They done sat here and put themselves in little positions. They done infiltrated the Congressional Black Caucus and they're infiltrating HBCUs. I'm like, oh no, I'm not ignoring this stuff. No. I'm not ignoring none of this shit. And we let a lot of stuff pass. Right, yeah, when we saw what happened with Daniel Penny, when Daniel Penny up here unaliving our brother Jordan Neely, It was a bunch of tethers standing around. I'll never forgive that. A bunch of tethers standing around assisting him. And people wonder why I'm hell on a tether. I'm hell on a tether. Yeah? Man. Yeah, some helped him, yeah. But go back farther than, let's go back. The tethers have been doing little shit like that for a minute. See, we just didn't put two and two together. It took us a minute to put two and two together, even with the whole Trayvon Martin case. I talked about that before. When we look at the ins and outs of that case. When they got that goofy Rachel Gentile and put her on the stand and she's up there talking dumb. She's Haitian. She's up there saying shit that you ain't supposed to say. Trayvon said that's a creepy cracker. I'm like, why would you get on the stand and say some stupid shit like that? She was on there just saying stupid shit. And then they kept saying that one of the jurors was black. That wasn't black. It was a damn Puerto Rican who went along with it and then started trying to cop pleas. A lot of y'all don't remember that. They were trying to say, yeah, it's not an all-white jury. There's a woman of color. There's a minority. She's a black Latina. It was a damn Puerto Rican who went along with it. Well, they pressured me to go along with the verdict. You know? Yeah, that George Zimmerman case, that opened the floodgates for us to be attacked. Do you understand me? Look at what was going on. We had a tether president, this trial where unalive FBA brother, and tethers all up in the courtroom. And then when it goes left for us and protects the anti-black racists, that opened up the floodgates for all of these people to attack us all around the country. Obama didn't do nothing. Obama's DOJ didn't do shit. Tether Obama and Tether DOJ head Eric Holder didn't do anything to punish none of these race soldiers. They didn't do nothing. And you wonder why we delineate? There's no shame in delineating. We should have delineated then. We should have been delineating right then. They made the whole block hot for us. That tether shit's been a problem, man. It took us a minute to realize the source of the problem. Hell, look at that brother Michael. They got a tether to take out Michael Jackson. Think about that. Think about that. They took out our brother Michael Jackson and had to get a tether to do it because they know we wouldn't do that. They could not, and they tried. They tried to get a whole bunch of other black people. We wouldn't do that. They tried to give people money to throw Michael under the bus. FBA's never turned on our brother. We wouldn't do that in a million years. They had to get a tether to do that. Yeah. Michael was on code. Yeah, Michael was always on code. So yeah, we weren't gonna harm that brother at all. We would never do. We grew up with Michael. Michael was like a part of our family. We would never do that. They know that. That's why they had to get a tether to do it.
I'm no longer musty. I'm no longer musty. Hey, I'm no longer musty. I'm no longer musty. I got my real work on. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real work on. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my